like, bro, yeah, she got a kid. Look at his back. Oh my god.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be reacting to ruining your favorite animals, part 2.
Yeah, man.
What's the first one?
I think he said something about dogs, rabbits. He said something about a few. Like,
I don't like animals. Let's get that out the way. I do not like animals at all.
Yeah, when I was younger, I seemed to care about them a lot. I had all the animal magazines and all that. You know, I read the back of them. It was talking about how they were going extinct. Yeah, that made me sad, honestly. I'm like, damn, man, we suck that bad. I didn't really understand that it was us that was causing it. I just knew that the animals were dying. I was going to school with like boxes to save the rhinos, and people looking at me like,
what the wrong with you? Yeah, I was probably one of those people like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You can't take it with money. You know, it's like taxes, and I'm like, what are taxes? I'm like, get this box out of here.
Yeah, just get this box.
It's a rhino box.
Rhino box. Let me get this fucking rhino.
Fedora on it.
See, I don't see animal. Just like. No.
The last one I cared about got ran over by a car. Cause some guy wanted to speed on the street where his kids. He thought
Did he like stop and see what happened?
Well, I mean, I was upstairs in my room, but
I'm talking about.
I came outside with a bat. He's like, and the dude was like, "What the fuck is that?" Look at this dude got a bat, man. Like, yeah, man, whatever.
You about to hit him with a bat over that dumbass dog, bro?
I thought someone got ran over. I thought you fucking ran over my sister's speed. I'm about to come outside and fucking murder this. You know what I'm talking about? Like that fucking. By no, it was a dog. He died in my arms. He died in my arms.
Like that movie with like that security dog. I mean, I don't know. Let's hop right.
Yeah, let's hop back into this, man.
Why do you know that? This fact is actually one of my favorites because it never fails to freak people out. The blue whale can produce 400 gallons of baby maker, but only 10% of it makes it to the female. 360 gallons, which is like 9 bathtubs worth, gets unloaded into the ocean. See, now I have to ask, why do we know this? How do we know this? Like, did someone get paid to eyeball it from a respectful distance? Or did someone actually have to get lost in a Big Mac sauce in the name of science? 4 years of marine biology, and that's what it amounts to. Couldn't be me. I would also like to personally flip off the entire internet for this last fact. Because apparently a blue whale's backdoor fudge factory can stretch to 3.5 feet. 3.5 feet. You know, the average lifespan of an American is 78 years. That's about 2,460,000,000 seconds, and I could have lived through every single one without knowing that whales possess a 42-inch anus. I shouldn't know that whales have a 42-inch anus. I also should have known that a whale's fur bubble can hold an entire horse, but you know what? I know it, you know it, and your friends are going to know it because you're going to share this video.
Imagine like a horse lodged in a whale. That's disgusting.
We honestly shouldn't know. A humanity is the godforsaken love child of a chimp and a horrendously down bad human. Obviously they don't exist, but serious attempts were made. What the f does that mean? That's
serious attempts?
How you wake up and decide to disrespect the Lord and call it science is beyond me. A pair of lions will do the deed every 20 to 30 minutes for up to 50 times a day. Who sat there with a clipboard and spent 24 hours of their existence watching Simba and Nala make a different kind of movie? But what really bothers me is the 30 minutes part. That felt too accurate to be a guess. Like somebody actively sat there and watched. And they probably did it multiple times to get the average. Look what a checkmate people do. The boar suscrofa produces the most baby batter of any animal. With 50 billion little swimmers, it's 100 times more than any human. And just like the boar's middle name, the fact that we have those numbers is supremely suspect. Like I said, science is too much about what we can know and not enough about what we should know. And we shouldn't know this. And now I know this, so what's wrong with me? And now you know it, so what's wrong with you? Send this to your friends and let them deal with it too. Here are some facts that'll make you think, wait, why do we know this? The average pig orgasm lasts half an hour, but it can also go on for 90 minutes. And I feel like now I have more questions than answers. Because, like, what has to go wrong in life for you to watch Porky Pig get off for the length of a kid's movie and then call it science? How do we know this? Why do we know this? Also, this is the kind of information you can never give Twitter. Because I saw a girl comment, wow, I wish I was a pig. And some guy who literally could have said nothing replied, you got the look, go for it, champ. It didn't smell bacon, but she got fried. A raccoon can squeeze into holes as tight as 4 inches. Or a back door can stretch to 7 inches before taking damage. Alone, these two facts are questionable. But when you put these two facts back to back, that's when it becomes a problem. There's really no ethical reason for this information to exist. I feel like science should be less about what we can know and more about what we should know. Oh, for the love of LeBron, do not let my kids find out about this. I could really see reading this fact and being like, can I help you, sir? Grab me that raccoon. But sir, it's a raccoon. Grab me that raccoon.
I'm having some
You're some
hillbilly
white
right to
raccoon. You
raccoon
know that
shit.
facts. Okay, this one messed me up. Apparently, a group of pigs can completely eat a 200-pound human corpse in 8 minutes. Excuse me, nani? I don't know who came up with that number, but they need to be put on a watch list. He didn't say 5 or 10 minutes. He said 8, and that was way too specific for me to believe that some guy didn't feed his ops to a gang of porkies. Go ahead and Google how long it takes a pig to eat a human. Too many sources say 8 minutes for me not to think that somebody pulled a Carol Baskin with pigs. And now I can't trust them. An elephant's trousers can grow to 40 inches. It's also prehensile and strong enough to grab and throw a grown man to the ground. That last fact felt personal. Imagine studying elephants in Africa for 6 months and you tell your supervisor that's what you learned. He's gonna ask you how you know that, and the silence that follows will be deafening. There's a story there, and I do not like it. Horses will pleasure themselves by slapping their horse hoses on their bellies. The process is quick, as it takes 3 to 4 slaps for the horse to arrive. There is literally no ethical reason for any human being to know that much about a horse, and my search history has never been more tainted. Yeah, I know, I heard it when I said it. Someone had the audacity to say I couldn't possibly ruin seals, so my response is, did you know seals have really bad eyesight? Because a normal person might see a penguin, but all seals see is a black and white fleshlight with feathers on it. Viewer discretion is very much advised. You know, sometimes I wish I didn't know the things that I know. They do this because they're not strong enough to get seal females on their own, so they violate penguins for it. Sometimes they'll let the penguin go when they're finished, but usually they just eat them afterwards. Also, I don't know if this even matters at this point, but that penguin turned out to be a male. Also, male seals will straight up delete any babies they see. The females aren't any better because they'll kidnap seal pups. Sometimes they'll steal them as soon as they're born, and some steal them while they're being born. I literally saw a video of a seal snatching a child and pulling it out of its mother's body. Yeah, seals are problematic. Also, the harp seal is a good mother for about 12 days, and then she'll abandon the baby even though it can't swim or feed itself for the next 8 weeks. So the seal pup has to sit there for weeks and try not to get murked by a polar bear or starvation. Moral of the story, unless it's singing Kissed by a Rose, seals are menaces to penguins and each other. There's every messed up fact about wolves, and you can thank this comment for it. First of all, no matter how big you think wolves are, they're always much, much, much bigger. Wolves are low-key furry gangbangers. When one wolf pack pulls up on another, names get taken off the census. They'll raid
names get taken off the
census and then steal any pups they find and raise them as their own. I was a lie, they abort every single one. Wolves will also cannibalize each other. Researchers actually found them eating members of their own pack that got clapped by other wolves or disease. And since a wolf pack is an extended family, they were basically eating their own dead cousin. Do you want to know what the #1 cause of wolf deaths in Yellowstone is? It's literally other wolves. Their teeth are strong enough to snap your arm, and unlike cats, they don't kill their prey before they eat them. So they just tear them apart while they're still alive. Lucky for us, wolves are afraid of people and they'll almost never attack humans. But when we breed them with dogs, that's when it gets crucial. Wolf dogs are much more aggressive and they actually will step to people. And if you try to come at him with a rolled up newspaper, he'll just put your face on one. Also, female wolves will cheat on their mate with members from other packs. The only reason she gets caught is wolves get stuck together in the process. And now you know. You just challenged me? You asked for it. Cheetahs are the stepchild of cats that get bullied and obliterated by everything. They're so weak they get pocket checked out of food by lions and hyenas. They can't even climb trees to avoid the disrespect because guess what? They have non-retractable claws, so they gotta get violated on land. Cheetahs can't roar, but instead they chirp like birds. 95% of cheetah cubs born get recalled like a broken toy before they get to grow up. It's so bad they have to impersonate honey badgers like literal weasels just to get an ounce of respect. Also, cheetahs happen to be West Virginia family reunion inbred. Oh, you don't believe me? I bet you wish you didn't make that comment now. Not only that, cheetahs have weak immune systems, so they're really one pandemic away from getting Thanos clapped out of existence. Oh, did I mention cheetahs have severe anxiety? Tigers have strength. Lions have manes. Cheetahs have mental health issues. Hey, but at least they're fast, right? So fast that they actually speed run through life. Because most of the cheetahs that enter the world will be off the census after one trip around the sun. Cheetahs are cats that are just not really good at being cats. Unless it's a bird call contest or a 100-meter dash, they get clapped every time. Don't dare me to ruin animals because I will do it with no hesitation. I don't care whose feelings are hurt. The water bear is easily the most overrated animal ever. They just do life wrong. Because yes, they can survive the heat, they can survive the cold, they can survive crushing pressure, they can survive Superman's radioactive piss, and yes, they can survive in space. But somehow this water puppy gets clapped by nematodes. As in the same dudes that put SpongeBob on the streets. Water bears can survive anything except the things that matter, and that includes each other. Yeah, these moss pigs are cannibals. How are you going to survive a whole nuclear war just to get murked by your neighbor? Oh, but for an animal that can live in space, most won't even survive one trip around the sun. Oh, and they have one more weakness. Extreme heat will eventually put them on a shirt too. The water bear can hibernate for 120 years, but the moment they wake up, they're right back on the clock. Y'all overrated this thing so much when it's really just a meme you need a microscope to see. How are you going to be able to survive everything except the things that are actually trying to kill you? Yeah, nuclear war, the void of space, they're prepared for, but a nematode, they got no answer for. They got no armor, no weapons, no bag at all. Just 8 legs and vibes. And superpowers are as useful as a lifeguard at the Olympics. I really hope Tirzu sees this so he can agree that they're the lowest possible tier. Oh, you want me to ruin rabbits? I don't know why y'all keep asking for this, but bet. In the 1700s, a woman named Mary Toft caused controversy because she claims to have given birth to rabbits. It all started when she got pregnant and miscarried and claimed that a bunch of rabbit parts came out of her body. A doctor named John Howard had investigated and confirmed that he had delivered several pieces of rabbit flesh from Mrs. Toft. This freaked people out, with some people thinking she was a rabbit-human hybrid and others thinking she got plagued by a Bugs Bunny. This story went as viral as something could go in the 1700s, and it got the attention of the royal surgeon for King George. He personally examined her, and when pressure came, she had lied about the whole thing. But it's not just that she lied. She had several dead rabbits stuffed inside of her to make it believable. I don't know how many rabbits she used, but it was more than 10. Cameras weren't even invented back then, but she still somehow got caught in the 4K. She was in prison for fraud, and every surgeon that episode who lied about it got their careers ruined. Yeah, they got big canceled. And the rabbits, well, they didn't live to see justice. And what is true in 2021 was true back then. Hell hath no stupidity like a cloud chaser. Now, I would like you to remember that every time you see a rabbit. Here's a fun fact to ruin your day. Almost every deep-sea monster story you've ever heard was really about a whale's penis. Sailors would be out at sea and witness a pink fleshy tentacle that looked like it either belonged to a sea monster or this bastard. But the truth is, whales are good comedy. They come in threes. So while one male is busy with the female, the other will pop his penis out of the water while waiting for his turn. Sailors would see this and freak out, and it brag to everyone back home that they encountered a sea monster and survived. What they really saw was a whale freeing his willy. They thought they pulled up on a sea serpent when it was really a whale's trouser snake. Moral of the story, Moby's dick somehow got more clout than Moby himself. Just one of the many ways nature memed us. So I already explained this, but since people are still confused and I want views, let's get it. First of all, no, it's not vomiting its heart out to cool itself down. I saw a lot of comments like that. That pink sag is a doula, and it's an extension of the soft palate. Males actually do this to flex on females. And since nothing's more attractive than flashing a throbbing pink flesh balloon, it actually works. So yeah, the male will commit what I'm pretty sure is an active indecent exposure and foam at the mouth to show the female that he's interested. So if a camel ever does this to you, whatever you did to get his attention, you might want to stop expeditiously. Also, camels aren't the only one. The hooded seal basically copied his homework and changed a few words to make it less obvious. But he very clearly stole his old flow, same concept and everything. And now you know.
Shit's wild.
Yeah, it's nasty.
This is why I had to stay away from animals.
And the cheetah thing's kind of messed up. I know he lived that short of lives.
How short did he say?
He wasn't like exact, but he was making it seem like they don't live more than like at least 20, 30 years.
I don't think any animal really lives that long.
I mean, lions.
Well, not like any animal. I meant like, you know what I mean? Like
most animals won't even live that long. I don't know. Man, most animals are going extinct. Millions of animals are going extinct every year because of us, because of global warming. Is that just natural? I remember he did a George Carlin reaction. He was like, "It's just natural. It's just going to happen. It's just how it is. They'll be replaced." Will he be replaced, or is it going to have to happen after we're gone first? Because I don't know, man.
Take them all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take them all.
But Hood Nature, he's funny though. His videos are entertaining.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. So let us know if you want to see more of him down in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, or share. We're at 10K subscribers. See you next time. Peace.
Peace.